Hey, yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay Larone with Jay Larone Presents, where we present the facts, foolishness, and female fuckery of the modern black woman. Yo, if you haven't, go ahead, please hit that subscribe button, like, and share. Today's video, man, we're going to be looking into these 5 women in Florida who somehow made their way to a wing place, a restaurant, and they were eating some wings, and of course, got into some type of altercation and managed to jump on an employee at the restaurant, right? And it's funny because for whatever reason, they one or two of the women went to the bathroom and decided to stuff the toilet with toilet paper. I mean, why? I don't know. No home training, possibly. Who knows? But they were asked to leave because they, stuffed the toilet with toilet paper. Just stuffed it, right? So of course, when you flush it, you could have it overflow. So they were asked to leave the restaurant and got into a fight with the employee there, and of course, got the police called on them, and they got arrested. 5 women, right? 5 hyenas. So let's go ahead and listen to this video. And this is Pink Book Lessons. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. Fair use, fair use.
Several employees at this restaurant called the police on these 5 women here, identified as 18-year-old Kanisha Charles, 19-year-old Taisha Charles, 24-year-old Keonda Charles, 26-year-old Jasmine Klein, and 20-year-old Jalea Smith. These women are reportedly related. At least 3 of them are sisters. That's the Charles girls. The manager of the restaurant, the female victim, last name Henson, she's in her mid to late 30s. Henson gave a sworn statement to officers that night. Here's that statement documented by the responding officers on the police report. It says, Henson was advised by the waitstaff that the bathroom toilet was stuffed with toilet paper and that a table of 5 females, subsequently positively identified by their Florida driver's license, that's their names listed here. The officer went on to write they may be to blame as they were the only patrons in the restaurant at that time. The bathrooms were cleaned, and Henson advised the waitstaff to keep an eye on the table to ensure it doesn't happen again. Henson stated that at this point in the evening, the 5 females were the only patrons in the restaurant. Henson stated that she was made aware that one of the patrons excused herself from the table and went to the restroom. Once the customer exited the restroom, waitstaff followed behind to check the condition of the restroom. Henson was advised by waitstaff that the toilet was once again stuffed with toilet paper in excess, prompting Henson to advise the patrons that they need to leave. Additionally, Henson advised the restaurant is now closed, and since they have already paid their tab, that they need to leave, and that she was aware that one of the customers stuffed the toilet with toilet paper. The patrons became irate and began yelling at Henson, who advised them once again they need to leave. The verbal altercation continued, and one of the patrons stood up and punched Henson in the face with a closed fist, prompting the remaining 4 members of the dining party to join in, punching, kicking, pulling hair, and throwing items at Henson. Henson was unable to tell who was punching and kicking her, but advised that it was the entire table. Then the officer wrote, "I observed a laceration behind Henson's left ear and bruises to her right inner thigh and right arm, consistent with her account of the incident." So after speaking with the manager, another victim at the restaurant, an employee in her early 30s, she gave a sworn statement as well. Barkley was completing her side work when she heard a verbal altercation between Henson and customers in the dining room. Barkley stated that Henson advised a table consisting of 5 females that they need to leave, at which point one of the girls threw a cup at Henson and started punching her. Barkley rushed over to Henson's aid and began pulling the girls off Henson, prompting one of the girls to slap Barkley as the other members in the dinner party got on top of Barkley, throwing a chair. The altercation was eventually broken up by several employees. I observed bruising to Barkley's left eye and left elbow, consistent with her account of the incident. The officer spoke with 6 employees, all witnesses, 3 females and 3 males. The officer wrote, according to their statements, they observed Ms. Henson and Ms. Barkley being attacked by all 5 suspects at their booth. During the course of the altercation, he wrote, they advised multiple chairs fell from tables where they were stored for cleaning. Suspects threw cups and salt shakers at them while they were attempting to stop the fight. Towards the end of the fight, all 5 females fled the business through the front door and ran towards the rear of the business, where they were apprehended by law enforcement. After speaking with the victims and witnesses, I was able to view surveillance footage of the incident. So there are a lot of videos of this incident, but none of them got posted online. The employees had video footage, and the restaurant also has surveillance video. And the officer here, he's describing what he saw on that video in this report. He said, I observed Henson approach a table occupied by 5 females. One of the females stood up and punched Henson in the face with a closed fist, prompting the other members of the dining party to get involved in the physical altercation. Barkley, that's the other employee, intervened and attempted to break up the fight, at which point the females turned and began fighting Barkley before being broken up by the other employees. Also caught on camera as they were leaving the business, the women can be seen knocking down chairs from tables and throwing salt and pepper shakers, subsequently breaking the restaurant's items. Now, another officer spoke with the 5 women and they gave their story. They said after paying for their food, they were sitting at their booth talking when they were approached by an employee. According to all 5 women, the employee was very rude and disrespectful and told them that they had to leave due to the fact that they were closing shortly and because they intentionally clogged the toilet after it was recently cleaned by another employee. The women claimed as they got up, the employee pushed Jasmine Klein in the chest, resulting in other employees joining in the attack. The women went on to say as they attempted to leave, another employee attempted to lock the door, keeping them from leaving until law enforcement arrived on the scene. All 5 women said they were attacked by several employees and were in fact the victims. Obviously, their story wasn't believable based on the surveillance video. So all 5 of the women were placed in handcuffs and was transported to the John E. Polk Correctional Facility by the Longwood Police Department and Seminole County Sheriff's deputies due to the number of arrestees.
Okay, whoa. So stop it right here. So let's get this straight. Now, these women, these 5 black women were eating in a restaurant. One got up, went to use the bathroom, stuffed the toilet with toilet paper, right? Came out, the person noticed it, said something, the employee noticed it, said something to the manager. Manager told her to watch them. Somebody else goes to the bathroom, does the same thing, right? what is it about stuffing a toilet with toilet paper? I mean, to me, that's a sign of you're dumb as all get out, or you have no home training, right? Your mama never taught you how to flush a toilet. Your mama never taught you not to stuff a toilet full of toilet paper. I mean, I'm trying to figure this out. Why do people do that? Why would you stuff a toilet full of toilet paper? That doesn't make any fucking sense, right? But for them to sit up and say that they were attacked by the employee, right? Said that these 5 black women said that the employee came out and attacked them because they stuffed toilet paper into the toilet, right? Dumbasses didn't think to notice that they are being recorded, right? So of course their account of the incident is null and void, right? So of course they see the police already know. They already seen the tape. So when they go to question these 5 black women, the black women lie and say that they were jumped on. You know, I mean, really? You gotta be kidding me. You see, I mean, that's stupid. That's crazy. Y'all black women are just asinine at times, I believe. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any. That's crazy. You're being recorded. You don't think to notice that most of these restaurants have cameras now? That they have cameras? Really? Then you gonna try to lie your way out of it? Then y'all destroy stuff on the way out, knocking over chairs and breaking salt and pepper shakers. But we were attacked by the people that work there. All right, let's keep it moving. I want to get to this next part because the Breakfast Club, DJ who Envy and Charlamagne, and of course Jess Hilarious, they try to just listen to this stupidness from the Breakfast Club. Just put it this way, just listen to the stupidness of it.
It was so many of them. They had multiple officers transporting them, and they got locked up at the county. They did bail out, and the case is ongoing. Charlamagne gave the 5 women donkey of the day, but Jess Hilarious tried to spread the blame as usual and said the manager should also be donkey of the day along with the 5 customers. They made the whole conversation about using the bathroom in public and Jess Hilarious defending these hyenas instead of holding them accountable.
5 girls, toxic 20s, beat up one of the workers because the worker told them they had to leave because it was after hours, and one of the girls had clogged the toilet up with a bunch of key and toilet paper. Yes, and Jess brought up a good point. Jess said she feel like the worker should get some of the donkey too because the worker shamed the girls.
Shamed them.
Correct. Yeah, she had to bring up that y'all clogged the toilet.
And I agree. Yeah. I agree with Jess. Like asking them to leave, business hours are closed. That's cool. But when you start shaming somebody, that's why you're nasty.
Listen to this bullshit. Listen to this bullshit. DJ Envy, Charlamagne. Of course, we know these some 2 weak ass brothers, right? You know what I'm saying? DJ Envy wife got him by the balls because he cheated on her. And then, of course, we all know about the book, and she put in there that he couldn't satisfy her for 10 years. Be that as it may, Charlamagne also, male hyena, of course, and Jess Hilarious. What does that have to do with anything? Why shouldn't you shame these women for I mean, it's like somebody coming into your house and clogging up your toilet. Oh, you mean to tell me you can't shame them for doing that? You come into my place of employment and do some stupid stuff like that, then I think I got a right to shame you. I mean, but I don't think they were shamed. They were just told that, hey, you clogged our toilets. It's time for you to go. You know, we're closing. Y'all done paid y'all bill, so it's time for y'all to leave. We want you out. And the employee, the employer, the person who owns the restaurant has a right to do that. The manager, supervisor, whoever's in charge has a right to do that, right? They have a right to tell you to leave, especially if you don't go. Especially if you go into the bathroom and clog up a toilet. That's not shaming nobody, right? But of course, the Breakfast Club, we all know where their head is at.
Up the toilet, then now it's a problem.
They're in Florida already, so the worker is from Florida too. Just know that.
Yes.
And it's time to get off of work.
Oh,
and
man.
And you walk out and you can only imagine because the one girl punched, so that had to be the one who did the big The first girl stood up and punched her. Imagine what was said to provoke that punch. I'm not saying that was right.
Right.
But I'm just saying you from Florida for one. That's first and foremost.
That's first strike.
You're at the end of your shift. You sick of this.
Tired.
This what
Second
you
strike.
deal with. You
Okay, just because the worker confronted you about plugging up the toilet, that's not, like I said, that's not shaming nobody. You're being held accountable, right? So there's no reason for you to punch her. There's no reason for you to punch the employee for telling you to leave because you plugged up the toilet. So there's no reason to make the supervisor or manager, whoever they're trying to make, donkey of the day. Hell, these women, of course, these 5 women should be donkey of the day, but the person, the supervisor or the employee, they were just doing their job. So I don't care what was said to these women. There was still no reason for these women to go off and fight the employee for telling them, hey, you plugged up our toilet. That's not nothing to, you know what I'm saying? You can't shame, or you can't hold the supervisors, responsible for that. They're doing their job. I would do it too. I mean, you're not gonna come into my place and mess it up.
You tired, and then there's 5 young black girls out there. They
How you know they black
still
now?
out there. They still Michaela, Jacqueline. What it was? Come on now. You said their names now. You ain't even just putting me out because it's after hours. You put me out because of the big I just did in the bathroom, which is your job to clean up, whether it's big or small.
That's right.
The restaurant staff never mentioned waste in the toilet in any of their statements. They only talked about clogged up tissue. So I don't understand why they made the conversation about doing the number 2 in public.
Because they stupid, they idiots. That's why.
Looking in the bathroom. The restaurant staff accused the women of intentionally clogging the toilet twice with toilet paper. Don't know why anyone would do that, but I also don't understand why people.
No home training. That's why they would do it. Just dummies. No fucking home training. Parents ain't teaching them shit. That's why.
Will start fighting and protesting to stay somewhere that they're being told to leave. But hey, this is your modern day flamingo. That's their behavior. We see a lot of these modern women with their bad behavior, making a bunch of noise and running their mouths everywhere.
And then you got people like the Breakfast Club, just hilarious, trying to make excuses for them. Oh, well, the supervisors should be donkey of the day too. They shouldn't have provoked them. You came into my establishment and stuffed the toilet with toilet paper. What the hell? Really?
They go, causing problems, never de-escalating and always escalating a situation. These women obviously had no home training. They either don't know how to use the bathroom properly and understand how to use a toilet, or they intentionally clogged up the toilet.
Thank you.
Either way, the manager made the decision to kick them out of the restaurant and they didn't want to leave. I also confirmed that this attack happened 10 minutes before the restaurant closed. That's based on the timing of the calls. Again, you can listen to my review of those calls after this video. The link is below. Now, this whole story is crazy and clearly shows the state of how shameless modern women are today. Whether or not the clogging was intentional, this is why you can't have low-quality, untrained people at your house. Even if it was unintentional, it's still embarrassing that her mama didn't teach her how to use the bathroom. And I could believe it because there's a lot of things their mama didn't teach them how to do these days.
Exactly.
That's why these lessons that I give here are very important, especially for women needing more guidance. All because their mother's failure to teach their daughters how to be women and the basics of life. Totally sabotaging them, by the way. And then you have people like the Breakfast Club and Just Hilarious defending this nonsense.
Exactly.
And this is exactly why these women run around here behaving like this. They always stick together behind foolishness, gutter snipe behavior, but they don't stand behind women doing the right thing. It all starts at home. No home training whatsoever. And then look on the report. Look at the weapon or weapons listed here. It says hands, feet, fist, and teeth. So at least one of the women is being accused of biting. I mean, look at this foolishness. Sounds like a pack of German Shepherds to me. All 5 women were charged with 3 misdemeanors, 1 count second-degree damaging property, 1 count disorderly conduct, and 1 count first-degree battery. Bond amount for all of them was only $1,026, and they will be back in court in a few days here. Go ahead and listen to my review of those 911 calls. You can check them out for yourself. And let me know what you think about this disgusting situation. 5 women arrested after jumping on a manager, throwing glasses and chairs at employees, including a minor employee. They completely trashed the place through food, salt shakers, and napkins all over the restaurant. Special thanks.
Man, I'm telling you, y'all women on a roll, man. Y'all women are on a roll. Y'all doing too much. Y'all are doing too much, and the black female image is trash. It really is. You know, I mean, you see all these videos, man, are coming out of these women just acting a fucking fool, right? You got this. Golly. And you got like I said, you got this, you got the Sukihanas, you got the Sexy Reds, you got, I mean, shit don't make no sense. You got the women walking around the airport with they box all out. You got another one in Spirit Airlines in line with her ass cheeks all out, her butt cheeks out. I mean, the lady at the Turkey Hut walking in there butt naked. I mean, y'all. Man, y'all go ahead and drop some comments down below. Let me know what y'all think about it. It's your boy Jay Larone. Please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?